Why are we here? This is a rivalry that runs deep. It spans generations, passed down from father to son. A rivalry born even before their foray into boxing. In the early 1970s, Frank and Eddie Hearn's father, Barry, butted heads in business, delivering pool tables and machines into pubs across the capital, and it only got bigger from there. From there, with the help of their sons, of course, Eddie, grew into the biggest and most recognizable boxing promotional outfits this country has ever seen. With Matchroom Boxing and Queensberry promoting some of the biggest fighters throughout their careers, biggest names in the sport, such as Nigel Benn, Ricky Hatton, Prince Nassim Hamed, Canelo, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua, just to name a few. This rivalry no doubtably grew and grew and grew, and potentially can be settled when they pit their best, all thanks to the visionary ideas of His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh. Now, before we get into it, I want to break down some of the rules of this 5v5 because we have a bespoke set. Now, both Frank and Eddie had the chance to pick 2 weight divisions each for their fighters to be contested in. And the final weight category was picked by His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh. Now, we're going to find out very, very soon who will be representing Team Matchroom and Team Queensberry. Now, the rules are a little bit different here. We're going to get 1 point for a decision win. We're going to get 2 points for a ref stoppage or TKO. A draw is no points. And as a kicker, both captains' scores will be doubled. And Eddie and Frank are going to pick their captains, so it's better to go for broke. Now I've done enough speaking. I think it's time to hand over to our MC for the day, Dev Sani, to introduce some of these fighters.
I think it's time, Josh. Well, Frank Warren has picked the heavyweight division. Would Frank Warren's heavyweight pick please take off their mask?
Whoa, dangerous stand.
Well, he is a native of Greenwich, London, England. He has an outstanding record of 20 wins, only 2 defeats, with 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former British, Commonwealth and WBA regular heavyweight champion, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. Okay, well, we've got Daniel Dubois in one corner. Will the Matchroom heavyweight pick please remove his mask? He is a native of Zagreb, Croatia. He is unbeaten with a record of 17 wins and no defeats, with 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Olympic bronze medalist and IBF mandatory challenger, Filip El Animal Hrgović. Eddie Hearn has picked the featherweight division. There is no guarantee it's anyone that's already been named. Will the Matchroom featherweight please now take their mask off?
Whoa.
He is a native of Camden, New Jersey, USA. An outstanding record of 15 wins, no defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning, defending WBA World Featherweight Champion, Raymond Savage Ford. And now it's time for the Queensberry featherweight to remove his mask again. We don't know who it is. Please remove your mask.
Oh.
Well, he is a native of Liverpool, England, an outstanding record of 19 wins, no defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former WBC silver featherweight champion, Nick the Wrecking Ball. Okay, let's continue now. Promoter Frank Warren has picked the middleweight division. Will the Queensberry middleweight please remove their mask?
Whoa.
He is a native of Ilford, London, England, unbeaten with a record of 19 wins and no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning Commonwealth and WBC silver middleweight champion, Hamza Shiraz! Okay, it's now time for his opponent on June 1st. We asked the Matchroom middleweight to please remove your mask. Well, here's a native of Houston, Texas, USA, unbeaten with a record of 16 wins, no defeats. Introducing the former standout amateur sensation and reigning IBF North American middleweight champion, Austin Ammo Williams. Okay, well, promoter Eddie Hearn has selected the light heavyweight division. Will the Matchroom light heavyweight please remove your mask? He's a native of Crystal Palace, London, England, an outstanding record of 18 wins, 3 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Craig Spider Richards! Well, let's meet his June 1st opponent. Will the Queensberry light heavyweight please remove your mask? He is a native of Carstairs, Scotland, an outstanding record of 17 wins with only 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former world amateur champion, Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson! Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the final pick, His Excellency has chosen for there to be another fight in the marquee division of boxing, in the heavyweight division. Will the Queensberry pick please remove your mask? Well, here's a native of Shenzhen, China, now fighting out of Bloomfield, New Jersey, USA. A record of 26 wins, 2 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Gillet Big Bang Zhang! Okay, the final pick will now be unveiled. Will the Matchroom heavyweight pick please remove your mask? He is a native of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, USA. He brings to the stage an incredible record, 43 wins, only 3 defeats and 1 draw, with an incredible 42 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former long-reigning WBC World Heavyweight Champion, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder!
Eddie, I've got to start with you. I didn't see that one coming. Can we talk about Deontay Wilder? I think in football, that's what we call a super sub.
Super sub, indeed. His Excellency said for the wild card pick, we could find the best fighter we could. I looked at the heavyweights available. I think this man has long been one of the most dangerous punchers in the division. Coming off a defeat, I think he's going to come back more dangerous than ever. And, you know, when we spoke to Shelley and the team and Deontay, this was the obvious pick to make. Deontay Wilder against Zhilei Zhang is a massive, massive heavyweight fight between 2 punchers. And we'll see what the future holds. But for one night only, we work together. And I believe this man's going to make a real statement and get back on the heavyweight scene and produce an epic performance in Riyadh.
Well, if you're going to bring in a ringer, that's one way to do it, Eddie. Now, Frank, now you've seen the boys up close and personal on the same stage. You confident?
Yeah, look, I'm a fan of all the guys. They're a good. He's got a very, very good and strong team now. But we got belief in our guys, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. This is going to be spectacular. There's so much at stake, and I know that Deontay, for example, looking at him, he knows how important this fight is to him. His career's on the line, and it's the same with Zile. This fight is a big, big match for them. The winner of this goes back to the top table. So everything's on the line. That's the competition. That's how competitive that fight's going to be.
Gentlemen, you know my rules. We'll have no around and absolutely no funny business. We're going to wait our turn and maintain our manners at all times, or this game is over before it's even begun. Frank, let's have you do the honours. Age before beauty, Eddie. Let's get some fights made. I haven't got all night.
Chop, chop, Frankie. Off you go.
Chop, chop indeed. That's a cleaver swinging, and there's a killer behind it. He's enjoying his first Friday as a butcher. When two guys come in to collect, as they always do, where's our money, they demand from his boss. Our butcher here doesn't take too kindly to the noise. He calmly asks, "Can I help you?" Before they can respond, crash. Bang. And a wallop. They wake up on the pavement the next morning. Nice sausages, though.
Cute. What a lovely bedtime story. Flip it, sweetheart.
Watch your mouth.
The jeweller. This kid's a proper diamond. Rocks, chains, watches. Knock, knock. Who's there? 3 blokes come crashing through the door. Lost property's closed on a Monday, boys. He smiles, but some people just can't take no for an answer. I don't think this is yours, they say. The front man throws a punch. My man slips it. Bang! He pops the next man's nose like a bloody balloon. You've broken my nose. He goes, bang! And it's outside, and a quick way down for the challenger.
Let's see what you're packing, Eddie.
Picture this. You got yourself into one of the most dangerous man's houses in the East End. You're browsing his gallery for your nan's next wall piece.
Looked after his nan. Oh.
When you come face to face with a colourful character himself and his lovely sawn-off shotgun, you slip the first shot, leaving with a shiner to remember you by. That's another one for his nan's collection.
They say if you love what you do, you'll never have to work another day in your life. He's never had a CV. Just a fist. So he got a job as a doorman. And like the saying goes, if you can't take the heat, then why are you even in the kitchen?
Talking about kitchens, this man is a cook, and he doesn't take customer feedback too well either. That's not the way I like it. Get back in there and make me another, the customer says. Wallop. Now that's one way to enjoy a haggis.
It's the ones that work in the shadows are the ones you want to look out for. He shouts at my lad, "Get over here and clean this blood off the canvas." My lad steps inside the ring. "Where's your mop?" He said he'd clean the floor with him. Night, night.
I can always respect a man that takes out the rubbish.
This lot in the same room's going to be trouble. Come on, then.
This man's an artist. My lad's a perfectionist, a visionary, fists like cast iron. His boss comes over. "What's taking you so long?" "I'm thinking," he says. Next minute, it's bang.
Now, houses aren't this man's forte. He likes fixing cars and breaking jaws. If you happen to find your way into this man's garage looking for trouble, saying things like, "Should I trash the place? Should I burn the place?" you're generally leaving toothless, I'm afraid.
Last 2 cards, gents.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear tyres and ride double-deckers. So when someone disrupts his peaceful commute, crash, head through the window.
This man's been behind the wheel all day. What does he see? Some after nabbing some old girl's handbag, he hammers his foot to the pedal. He steps out of the taxi to finish the job right there on the pavement. She even tipped him a fiver.
June the 1st, make sure your mob are there.
Troops assembled.
Shake hands, boys. Let's have a fair fight.
You're looking at your team, you've just seen them face off. I think now is the perfect time. You've seen them eye to eye, you've seen a glint and a glimmer of something. I'm going to come to you, Eddie, first. Who is going to be your captain? Who, if he scores, a TKO, 2 points, a win, 1 point, ref's decision. So that's going to be double bubble. It's going to count for twice as much. Eddie, who is your captain going to be?
Yeah, I mean, this format, the captain's pick is very important because double the points, it could be the difference between winning and losing. We've got a fantastic team. I'm very proud of all of them. Today, I looked them all in the eye and I looked into the souls and I wanted to make sure this guy who I pick as captain will bring absolutely everything. And the Matchroom captain for June the 1st is the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder, bomb squad, look at that. Looks regal. It looks like he can carry the weight of the captaincy on his shoulders. It's nothing new to him. Now, Frank, you got the joy of going second. You've seen who this man has picked as captain, who he thinks is going to get double bubble against Zhang. Frank, who's your captain, the captain of Queensberry?
He's somebody I've got the utmost faith in. I've got faith in all the guys. He's been with me from day one. He's a phenomenal, phenomenal fighter. And I love watching him in the ring, and his last couple of performances, he's done everything you could ask him in absolute style. So, as you've guessed, the captain is Hamza Shiraz.
Hamza Shiraz, captain. His points are worth double bubble.
Well, as we know, on May the 18th, the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. We've seen the Undisputed belt up on the screen. Now let's see it in person, and we've got someone very, very special to bring it out. Let's introduce him. He's a native of Panama City, Panama. He retired with over 100 wins in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, and middleweight world champion, simply one of the greatest fighters in history, Roberto Hands of Stone Duran. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Undisputed belt on the line May 18th between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. What a belt, and what a fighter holding that belt.